Are we here? Okay. Welcome everyone to Petey Aprendendo Português. Yeah, so we got some we finished the friend quest. Look at that big fat cow. So yeah, yesterday was 2023, and I think we spoke about, me submitting the it was kind of a horrendous year, I'm not going to lie. It was a horrendous year. And I am not a fan of how things have gone. Well, oh man, hopefully we got the friend quest in. Yeah, we got the friend quest acquired, which is good. Even though it should be a higher streak for the friend quest. I'm going to keep 2023. And yeah, we were talking about how I went to Carnival. I lost two very important, near and dear people to my heart over the summer. I escaped a Ponzi scheme. And, yeah, I think we were just gearing up for having Naya here. I think we submitted our K1 visa application that year. We're going to do it again this year, 3 years later. Holy crap. And, yeah. Man, time flies. And and I worked really hard in 2023 to try to prove myself, I suppose. And it was a rough year, but I feel like I don't know, I really occupied my time, that's for sure. But that was 2023. 2024 we could talk about our feelings and that. And there's only a couple of days left in us talking about the past. I think from now on we're going to be talking in the future. In the future, and I got to dress for the occasion, man. What am I going to be in 2027? Yeah, and 2023 was although a rough year, it was still a year worth remembering. And 2024 was also rough. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a rough couple of years, and there's no qualms to anybody, I suppose. I was pretty upset for a lot of it, but I still did my best, and we still kept the Duolingo alive. These are the years in which Duolingo is fairly relevant in our lives. So let's say hello to 2024 days on the day streak. And 2023 I think was when the pandemic was starting to light up. 2024 was kind of like the first year of no pandemic and having to get back to business, I suppose. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Let's do our best. Yes. And I kind of kept it light yesterday with the day streak, which, I might regret. I think I said I would regret it, but, I'm not too concerned with that. But we're in 11th place. It's honestly, we're not that far behind. It's not like we're the 17th place person who's got less than 300. We've got more than double that. So it's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. Diamond League is still high. We're up to, wow, we're into 190 weeks. March badge for Sarah, 10 lessons in a day for Renato. Very good. Sarah's doing good. What's she learning? Is this the Sarah that I know? 20,000. Well, oh, sorry, 208,000 in Spanish. What about Italian? 3,000. Wow, so she just kind of grazed Italian. For me, not too far ahead, honestly. It's not really like it's a contest or anything. I don't like competing in that. So let's do a personalized practice. Let's start there.
Os meus amigos são adolescentes.
My friends are teenagers. Os meus amigos são adolescentes. Os meus amigos são adolescentes. Muitos adolescentes têm esse jogo. Many teenagers have that game.
Eu já não sou mais adolescente.
I'm not a teenager anymore. Man, is Duolingo trying to tell me something? Is Duolingo trying to tell me to grow up here? Get a job? I already have a job. I'm an adult. As much as I don't like being that. Begrudgingly, I have to be.
Personagem é adolescente.
Is there gonna be one? I guess the word of the day is adolescente. Eu sou adolescente. Yeah, I am a teenager. Eu sou adolescente. Yeah.
Você conhece alguma dança antiga?
Okay, this is the first one that's not about teenagers.
Conhece
do you know
alguma
any
dança antiga?
Do you know any old dances? Você conhece alguma dança antiga? Você conhece alguma? Do you know any old dances? É
uma música antiga.
Você saber? Você conhece algumas danças antigas? Yes. Do you know any old dances?
Os adolescentes.
Okay. The adolescents or the teenagers. We say teenagers, like adolescent is more of like a, it's more of like a textbook version of that. Like when you say somebody's it's more of like a biological, like forensic analysis. Like I see that, like when somebody's labeled as an adolescent, that's more of like something you'd see on like a formal news story, normally about how like adolescents, once they reach this age, they are blah blah blah, or millennials. Well, now it's Gen Z who's the problem child, and then Gen Alpha is soon going to be blamed for everything. And then
nós precisamos verificar o teto do banheiro.
We need to verify the. I was gonna say armadillo of the bathroom, but teto is something else. Tatu is armadillo. Não precisamos verificar o teto do banheiro. We need to check the bathroom ceiling. That's right. Ceiling is teto. Armadillo is tatu.
Eu não gosto da cor do teto da cozinha.
You know what?
Eu não gosto da cor do teto da cozinha.
Cozinha. I don't like the color of the kitchen ceiling. Não gosto da cor do teto da cozinha.
Sim, é muito antigo.
Yes, it is very old. Stamp.
Celo.
Shit.
Celo.
Celo. Cocktail.
Coquetel.
Cocktail. 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 Cocktail is cocktail. It's so cute. C.
Mar.
Cyclist.
Ciclista. Antigo.
Ancient. Sim. Isso. Oh, é muito antigo. Yeah.
O teto da garagem está em bom estado?
The ceiling of the garage is good in good state. O teto da garagem está em bom estado. O teto. Is the garage ceiling in good condition? Well, I actually got that right. I'm surprised with myself. But anyways, let's get that flame. Boom, bam, perfect lesson. We are better than most. Simply because we just did the day streak for the day. So let's see that flame. Where are we at? And boom. 2024 days on the day streak. Keeping that flame going. Keeping it alive. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I can't look at this flame enough, man. Let's see it again. God, I sound so generic right now. Oh my, like very commercial. Like, yes, let's see it again. Oh, blah blah blah. Just another day, guys. Just another day. Boom. 2024. But it's not every day you get 2024 days on the day streak. I tell you what, I'm going to screenshot that. Give me that. Ooh, I got it with the volume knob. Oof. There we go. I don't know why. I wish screenshotting was easier. So I got a puffy battery on this phone, and I'm concerned. I don't want to squeeze this too hard or my hand will blow up. My hand's going to catch on fire on stream one of these days, and I got to archive all this stuff that I keep screenshotting. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Most importantly, let's see that flame. Boom. There it is. Thursday. Could we do another perfect streak, please? So Saturday is going to be 2026 when we finally start the next day. The next year. 2027. Oh my God. But for now, it's... Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I should probably take this to a phone repair store and just be like, hey man, hook a brother up. Did you archive everything? Yes, man. All of my sensitive data. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. You can see the reflection of the Pokemons and young Chungus. But it's like, it's puffy, yo. It is puff. I should probably just leave it out of the case. It's a raw dogging it right now. But with that being said, how was everybody's 2024? That was 2 years ago. I can't believe that's 2 years ago. It feels like 2 years ago was like 2018. But that's neither here nor there, and my concept of time might be flawed. So let's continue on. We got to catch up on our Duolingo's XP counter. But before I do, I kind of want to talk about maybe how 2024 went. I worked really hard in 2023 towards the end, like the last quarter, and then some. 2024 was kind of dead in terms of like, oh, I'm desperate to find a job, oh my God. And, you know, I was nervous about Naya coming, because she was supposed to come in 2024, and we were supposed to get married. But we'll get into that in a minute. I found a stable job, just nothing freelance, because I love freelance. Just not enough money and consistency. Did freelancing up until 2024 of May. Got a job at that call center. You've probably seen all last year of me just complaining, hating myself, hating my life. That whole year of just streaming, of just me venting about how crap the job is, and me getting a different position within the same company to then go back to the old position, and it was just jarring. And with that, no, it was stressful. It was stressful. I was anticipating Naya from coming into the country. She didn't. She had an extreme fear of flying, and there's that. And my grandma passed away, and that was tragic. Everybody cried. Honestly, I saw that side of the family the other day, or last week, because it's my grandfather, as I mentioned, his birthday was on Friday the 13th. So was our little cousin. So was my little cousin. And it was kind of like a new hope, a dawning of a new hope. And my grandmother, being a great grandmother, loved her. And, maybe that gave her the spiritual okay to just say, I've done my part. The next generation's going to live on, and, all that beautiful stuff. And what a beautiful life, being born in like the 30s, and then have fall in love, move to where I'm at, and just I don't know. Have kids, then grandkids, then one great-grandkid. Would have been nice to have kids with Naya or somebody and show that to grandparents, to my grandma. Because she was my last grandparent. And that's what happened September 2024. And in that instance, in what happened in 2024, it was the anniversary of my 4th year on Duolingo. Yeah, that makes sense because this is going to be my 6th year. The 4th year of Duolingo. My grandma passed away. Then that next day was my 4th year on Duolingo. It's crazy how things synchronistically line up with the day streak. It kind of scares me sometimes. But yeah, being miserable with my call center job over the summer was kind of the main thing. And anticipating Naya's coming to America, and then she ended up missing the flight, and now we're in the epilogue. We're in the end game. You know, if 2024 was the Infinity War saga, this next chapter of my life is kind of the end game, where it's like an epilogue of like all the people who were I don't know, all the people who like turned to dust. Whoever was left, they're the ones that ended up having to survive and having to move on. Not that I moved on from the relationship, but it feels like that, where it's just I feel stranded. And she's still around, you know, like I still saw her, but it was just, it sucked. You know, it sucked like having to like have a stable job and then just straight up like not have any rewards with it. I'd probably be at that shitty call center job if I knew that like if I knew for a fact that she was coming to America. Oh yeah, we got 1 minute left. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. We could do 1 minute on some stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I stopped paying attention to video games because, like, what's Mochi Mayhem? Oh, that's Area Zero and the DLC for Pokemon. Nothing for Kingdom Hearts. Zelda, I don't even know. Like, I stopped paying attention to gaming because I got a real job. And, like, being tired all the time, I stopped being a gamer because I'm a musician first. Oh, Echoes of Wisdom. Okay, that came out. Echoes of Wisdom came out in 2024. I remembered in 2023 or whenever the Nintendo Direct thing was. I saw the trailer, and I was disappointed by the title. Why? Because it should have been The Legend of Zelda: A Missing Link. Hands down, it should have been So you got Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds, and then the third installment, Legend of Zelda: A Missing Link. Would have made a fucking perfect trilogy. But I digress. I had coffee. I'm a little bit hyped up. I feel like I have to make a separate channel just for like nerd stuff, cuz it's just like I look tired. God damn. But I gotta clip stuff, and I just gotta, like... I feel like I've seen Hiep. I don't mean to be ADHD for a minute. Paying attention to the Duolingo stats, I feel like I've seen this username, Hiep. My old nemesis. Or maybe I'm going crazy. Luna Twilight. Alright, that's not a goth person. Sorry, I don't mean to be facetious here. It's a new word. It's an SAT word. Facetious. Oh, we could get that text friends in Portuguese. Now I'm gonna do a words. Let's do a matchy match. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to add. Like I I played Brutal Legend but in 2025 I did. Yeah, I didn't like play video games all of 2024. Like nothing. I'm like behind. Like I see all these like, I guess maybe it was a year of doom scrolling, I suppose, but yeah, I just don't have a. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, you know what? 2023, I joined the ska band that I'm in now. 2024, okay, here's some positive stuff. The start of the year, I think it was 2024, the start of the year, I played my heart and soul out at our first performance, and everybody in the band thought I was like a weirdo. They still do. But they thought I was like kind of a lame weirdo. I'm still kind of am. But they didn't know like how much of a performer I was, so I'm just like playing my soul out, my heart and soul and all that stuff, and they're like, "Holy shit, this guy." You know, and everybody there like was like, "Holy shit, this guy." And with the tuba, like I don't know if my fiance like was just trying to be nice, like if Naya was being nice to me, but she's like, "You played with your soul, like with your full heart and soul." And I'm like, yeah. And I just remembered I was channeling, you know, I was still traumatized by like my bunny rabbits passing away, and all that stuff. And I was just like, I channeled their energy, you know. It's like I called forth my ancestors, or you know, like some weeb, like some like nerd with so anyways, let's do this one lesson and basically get the double XP for the next 15 minutes, and then I can go to bed finally.
Com frango.
Outdoors.
Ao ar livre.
Soccer.
Futebol.
Rice.
Nós.
Arroz.
Rice.
Tomate.
Tomato.
Nenhuma.
No, not
Saída.
one. Outdoors.
Ao ar livre.
Saída.
Oh, that's exit.
Ao ar livre.
Same idea though. Outdoors.
Bebida.
Drink.
Nós.
Sinto falta.
Novo.
I don't know what that is. New.
Futebol.
Futebol, soccer.
Bola.
Com frango.
With chicken.
Cinto.
Oh, right. Cinto. With a C.
Sábado.
Saturday. We drink new. Terno is suit. Tomato. Tomache. Why didn't that count? Did I not click it? Tomar sol. To bathe in the sun. Belt. It's not there yet. Saída with chicken con frango. Coat. Casaco. Not one. Nenuma. Belt. Cinto. Belt. Or potato, I mean, is batata. Sibling. Irmão. Bola. Outdoors. Ao ar libre. Soccer. Futebol. Going to voo. Chefe da cozinha. Key is chave. We are good to go. Daily quest. Oh yeah, we got 2. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Raggy. Alright, so I also remembered I was furious. I was like, I kind of feel bad for it now. I was like really mad at Naya for missing her flight, and I was just like, the fuck, you know, like I here's the ball, hit the ball, you know, like I threw the ball underhand. I don't know. I was so enraged, and I'm kind of amped up now, but honestly, I've learned to just, I don't know, calm down a little bit, and not really that much, but yeah, I remember I was really mad that she wasn't able to come, because it's just like, you know, but you have an irrational fear of something. It's just, you have it like if it happens to be something that you're, you know, like if my fear was like, I don't know, if my fear was like driving in a car, you know, I wouldn't really get far, so to speak. I don't like, as much as I want to be judgmental towards it, it's just, you know, irrational fears are irrational and we can't judge because it's coming from somewhere. Anyways, let's do a pronunciation.
Nós
viajávamos para a praia no verão. Minhas tias falavam sobre os domingos calmos. A escola não falava sobre direito. The school that didn't talk about law.
Sonhávamos em celebrar muitos aniversários juntos.
Sonhávamos em celebrar muitos aniversários juntos. We dreamed of celebrating many anniversaries together. See, that's sweet. That's adorable.
Agora
sou mais aberto a novas ideias. I'm now more open to new ideas. A nova sala de aula. A new classroom. A graduação mudou a vida da minha avó. The graduation changed my grandmother's life. Yeah. There were so many instances that it reminds me of like my mom wanted me to walk. Like go get my diploma and all that in person, and I was just like, no, fuck that shit. I fucking hated that school. But it would have been nice to have my grandma see it.
Eles adoram contar histórias sobre serem rebeldes.
Like if I wasn't such a like asshole back then, I probably would have done it just to make them feel happy. Eles adoram contar histórias sobre serem rebeldes. They wanted me to do stuff that made me feel happy. They love telling stories about being rebellious.
Uma filha única.
Uma filha única. Only child.
Minha avó sempre diz que ele andava rápido.
Minha avó sempre diz que ele andava rápido. Rápido. My grandma always say that he used to walk fast. Okay. A lot of stuff about grandmother. It was my grandmother's last full year on this planet. And what a long relationship. I remember crying so much. Just tears throughout the years. You know, when it comes to like loss of that degree, of like not even just that degree, just loss in general, when it keeps happening, boom, 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 bunny rabbits, that's like my little babies, you know, another bunny rabbit, the puppy, a good friend of mine that's, you know, actually my rival in like 2021, something like that. He was like, he I don't know, he like passed away at like 28. Then like my good friend Graham that I mentioned yesterday, when he passed away in 2023, and it's just like, what the hell? They were both like, I don't know, like just the more peers and family and friends and loved ones and puppies and bunny rabbits and like they keep passing on. Like, it's hard to be petty about shit anymore. It's hard to be spiteful about anything. You know, you have to just, like, fight for, you know... This is why, like, old people are like, oh, I gotta fight for my... You know, fight for my family, defend my family. Simply because it's so easy to lose, like, how fragile life is. Anyways, let's do another pronunciation. I'm ready to space out into this. Eu prometi escolher presente especial. Eu sempre dormia cedo naquela época. Não quebrar. It's not broken. Não. Não.
Eu
Don't break.
adorava.
Eu adorava meus amigos imaginários. I love my imaginary friends.
Minha irmã adora pulseiras novas.
Minha irmã adora pulseiras novas.
Chiclete doce.
Chiclete doce. Ple. Sweet chewing
Meus
gum.
amigos
Meus amigos entediados. My bored friends. Ele sempre pedia livros de monstros. He always asked for books about monsters.
Eu gostava muito de brincar com boneca.
Eu gostava muito de brincar com boneca. I really enjoyed playing with dolls.
Meu pai preferia roupas confortáveis.
Meu pai preferia roupas confortáveis. I feel like I'm talking like a Mexican talk show, like a radio spot Mexican. I don't know why Mexican. I feel like the cadence I have is not Brazilian, but you could correct me if I'm wrong. I got a lot of energy right now because of all the caffeine. I gotta stop with the caffeine, by the way. Alright, do we want to do a listening and make it a little interesting? Yeah, possibly. But I kind of want to move towards the personalized practice. Personalized practice. Practice. I always hated the word practice. Practice.
Vamos ajeitar as janelas?
Vamos ajeitar. What's ajeitar?
Ajeitar.
Fix. Vamos ajeitar as janelas? Vamos. Shall we fix the windows?
Precisamos ajeitar a cozinha. Precisamos ajeitar a cozinha.
We need to fix the kitchen.
Quem está com o documento?
Who has the document? I don't know. Is it Venezuelan? Venezuelana. Okay, Venezuelana. Esse documento é para a empresa venezuelana. The documents for the Venezuelan company. I remember somebody asking, like, "Você está italiano?" Sim, eu sou italiano. Because of I think, to what I was saying earlier about sounding like having somewhat of a Spanish accent or a Mexican accent. I also noticed that like some of the Duolingo here has more of like a there are some characters that have like a more of a southern dialect. Like they pronounce the R's, whereas in other places you don't hear it as much. But I feel like I have like, I pretend I'm like I go back to my Italian roots and I'm like, yeah, like let's see here.
O chuveiro é fácil de usar.
O chuveiro é fácil de usar. O chuveiro é fácil de usar. Like, I don't know if that's Italian. Renewal approved? What the hell is this talking about? What the fuck? What the fuck? Somebody got into my Google Calendar. Okay. Go.
Gostei do
Chuveiro.
moderno no banheiro.
I like the modern shower in the bathroom. It's got that cascading ceiling mounted thingamabob.
Eu preciso ler o contrato primeiro.
I need to read the contracto first. Quais são todas as regras, or is it regras? Condições The conditions of the contract. Condições do contrato. Quais são todas as condições do contrato? What are the terms of the contract?
Alguém quer dizer qual é o próximo plano?
Some want to say which is the next plan. Someone ask what is the next plan. Alguém quer dizer qual é o próximo plano? Does anyone want to say what the next plan is? Você.
Você.
Você. Você. Able to tell. Pode.
Pode. Dizer.
Whether or not. Dizer. Se.
Se.
Concordo
Concorda.
com esse.
Esse. Plano. Não.
Não, né? Você pode dizer se concorda com esse plano? Are you able to tell whether you agree with this plan? Does anyone want to say? Realmente alguém want to quer dizer we just did this. O que qual é o próximo plano? Yeah.
Eu trabalho em uma fábrica.
I work in a fabrication in a factory.
A fábrica de brinquedos está perto daqui. A fábrica de brinquedo está perto daqui.
The toy factory is near here.
Por que a música está alta?
Porque a música está alta. Why is the music so
A
loud?
música não está alta. A música não está alta.
The music is not so loud. So a lot of these are listenings anyways. That was nice. We got 30 XP for that. That was kind of like a perfect 10 out of 10 type of deal. Oh, and we got some sugar. Oh yeah, we got a treasure chest. Oh boy. I love treasure. Give me that treasure. Give me that sugar. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We got a story time that I don't give a crap about. That I really don't like. Oh, we got about a minute. Let's try to get a speaking done real quick. Come on, let's do it. I don't think we're gonna get it. Planejemos conhecer dentro por causa da chuva. Fiquei em casa por causa da chuva. Fiquei em casa. Entrar em contato com a equipe. Comprei o anel na loja ontem. Acho que ela gosta da Indonésia. Quero saber se vai fazer frio durante a festa. Falta mais alguma bebida? Qual é o seu e-mail como o rouba? Receber o áudio. Muitos emojis. Alright, muitos. Did we get it? Yeah, we got that double XP, yo. With how much time left? With 321 seconds left. Yo. We got over 900 GPs. We got 900 XP for that. So yeah, that's pretty good. 2024. Yeah, and it just disappeared. So I guess there's something to be said there. 190 weeks in Diamond League. We're gonna get something. And I'm not too worried. You know, this is a good spot to be in on a Thursday. But it's not even just a Thursday. It's 2024. To think 2024, the time, the year, the day. I don't really remember much else outside of... Like, I transitioned from... And we're going to talk about our feelings. I transitioned from a freelance tech to, like, a call center job for a bank. Then, you know... from like the winter to like I would say the spring, early summer, and then that whole summer was hell doing call center stuff. Then I moved on to IT, went back to tech, except full-time job. Then went back to the same job I had in the summer, and I was just miserable. And I remember the end of the year, I was just like at the same time I was transitioning jobs, my fiance was supposed to come to America, and she didn't. So I'm upset by that. You know, it was a really upsetting year because it was just like, man. And also at the same time I moved here. I moved from my old place to here. So like I don't know. I feel like I just kind of forced a situation. I feel like sometimes I felt like I was forcing this relationship. I'm forcing my life to move forward. I'm also forcing like, because of that, you know, if I kept everything the same, would I have stagnated? Yes. But would people still be around? I don't know, maybe. I mean, I suppose life is always fleeting and synchronicities happen, but it's not like everybody's going to live forever because I decide not to move forward in my life. So that's something to consider too. And that's kind of a morbid note, but you know, it's 2024. It was just another like working day, like just a grindy type of year. I became less healthy. I feel like my health declined from all the stress and having to work and having to like disregard my diet because it's expensive to like upkeep all the good food, like the good healthy organic food. And you know, I used to like meal prep seitan every day, and it was just high protein, high everything, and it was just perfect, good, and just, you know, well balanced meals. I could plan for them and have a good time doing that. From that, you know, at the pandemic to there's no time for anything. Let's, you know, I guess whatever's in front of me will count, and then, you know, the rest is history. I tried starting something with fitness, but it just couldn't keep it going. Just because there's a lot of chaos in my life. There, you know, it's almost like I'm living two lives. One here that I have to stay at now because I have to hold the fort here, and then there's one, you know, down in Brazil. And of course here is Duolingo is my daily opportunity to live that second life, so to speak, amongst the Brazilians. And I never thought I'd get this far. But, you know, with that, it was a hard year. You know, I can't say that it was easy. But it's also not a year in which I broke. I felt like there were a lot of cracking points, but I still feel like I'm fortified. I was strong enough to keep it going. It was stressful, but it wasn't scarring. I feel like maybe those scars were still there, but and calloused over, so I'm at least used to the that type of familiar infliction, I suppose. But anywho, let's take a look at 2024 one last time. Boom. There we go. Yeah, and it was a good it's one of those like we almost got her here. Now we got to apply again. So, anywho, 2024 days on the day streak. 2024 days on the day streak. I'm super happy that we made it this far in the Duolingo streak. But, you know, I'm going to get all, like, it's going to get a little meta, like, where I start saying, like, here, Petey, here's what your life's going to be like in 2027. Am I going to say that every day until I think I'm going to pass away? That's going to be insane, man. But until then, we're still in the past. 2024 days on the day streak. Thank you for helping me keep the flame going and keeping it alive. We are party animals. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. Muito obrigado por assistir. Boa noite. Ciao, ciao for now. Take care. Até próxima. Ciao, ciao.
The song has restored my strength.